Hey everyone, grab your tea and relax. This vlog is going to be a little bit different from my usual in that I'm going to be vlogging about nothing in particular. I'm literally taking you guys out on a walk with me. I don't have anything in particular planned for this walk. I thought I'd just faff around because I haven't stretched my legs in a couple of days, and I'll take you guys with me. If a vlog about absolutely nothing interests you, then I hope you will continue to watch. And for those of you who have never seen my face before and you have absolutely no idea who I am, my name is Tarvala and I'm a junior doctor working in London, and I usually make vlogs in order to share my journey through medicine with you. I am actually crying right now because it's so cold outside. For those of you who have been following my channel, thank you so much for your support. A short update is incoming. I'm just going to put on my gloves so that my fingers don't fall off as I attempt to vlog for you guys. It's a little hypocritical of me to say grab your tea and relax when I don't have a cup of tea myself, right? So let me give you some tea today. I am fuming inside, and the reason behind this is, hold on, I think I'm gonna need to sit somewhere first before I tell you guys what's going on, because I just need to catch my breath. Alright, so let me tell you guys what has been happening. We've been having some essential works done to our house. All of us in the house have relocated to the top floor. There aren't enough bedrooms to house 4 people on the top floor, and therefore I've been living in the bathroom. Before you guys think, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. We have 2 bathrooms in the house. This one is just unnecessarily huge. There's a bath and a sink. I've moved like a whole 3-seater sofa, as well as a small radiator, a table, a bunch of other things in there. And it's been pretty cozy. It's actually not that bad a place to live in. I'm sure 1 or 2 of you guys are paying rent to stay in somewhere similar to this. London living, ooh, gotta love it. We were initially going to source this job to a company, but my dad thought it was a good idea to source it to his friend who has some sort of a company, the name of which I don't know, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't say it here. But long story cut short, my dad's friend, who's the owner of this company, charged far more than the other companies were asking for. But we were like, okay, you know, at least it's someone that we know, it'll be fine, he'll do a good job. He left the job unfinished. Not only did he leave the job unfinished, but it's a botched job that I'm not happy with, my mum is not happy with it, and you guys know how easy it is to please my mum. So that made me quite upset that I've now got this unfinished work that is labelled as finished, that's not in a condition that we can live in. I'm still living in the bathroom, but he's out here saying that, oh, in order to basically complete the job, we're gonna have to pay all these extra costs and whatnot. So I'm thinking, if I'm gonna have to do all of these extra jobs anyway, then let me just outsource it to somebody who has a company, who communicates with respect and professionally, rather than just like through a friend, where if something messes up, then who do I go to? And I guess another reason why I was quite upset is that I have been wearing a mask for like 12 hours a day. I can barely breathe, and I'm working so hard in order to pay for a botched job. And you know, if the job was good, then I can justify it, like, oh, I work so hard in order to, you know, be able to pay for this, and you know, my house is looking nice and it's convenient for the family, and you know, everyone's happy and whatnot. But I just sort of feel a bit disappointed in that my hard work has gone to waste, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've been kind of upset since like last night when I had the conversation. My dad's friend mentioned a few rude words to me over the phone and then hung up, which I think is highly unprofessional. And if somebody's treating me like that and I've not done anything to warrant that sort of behavior, and if somebody's going to use unprofessional language and insulting language towards me, it's not going to make me particularly keen on, you know, continuing further jobs or further business related works with the person, right? For that reason, fortunately, we had somebody else who came in to see the botched job, to see the unfinished work and sort of continue it from there. I'm quite happy with going ahead with this new person, and inshallah we can get the works done soon and I can actually move back into my bedroom, because honestly speaking, I've been having some kind of a minor identity crisis just living in a bathroom, and I sort of miss sleeping on an actual bed. So yeah, that's the tea and the juicy gossip that I wanted to share with you guys. My advice is be very, very careful who you source your jobs to, especially when it comes to works in the house. Personally, I don't think I'm ever gonna go with hiring a family friend or a friend for that sort of work ever again, because if something messes up, who do you go to? Your friendship is on the line, right? Construction, building companies, you know, they come in abundance, right? And there's lots of people who you can choose from, lots of great people who put amazing work out there on websites. So my advice is to look at those and like call people in, have a few of them, you know, come through, look at the job that you want them to do, let them give you their quotes, so you're sort of, you know, you have an idea of what sort of prices people are charging, and like, you know, if someone's asking for too much money or something's too good to be true, you have all of that to hand before you choose who to go with. On a separate note, do you guys recognize this place? I'm sure you guys recognize this. I would call it a wooden bull, but according to the kids around me, they think it's a mini cow. Anyway, I want to get out of here so I can see and experience more things locally. I'm also feeling pretty hungry. My mum tried to feed me before I left the house, but I'm sort of in the mood for grabbing like random takeaway bites here and there, just to experience something a little bit different today. I'm in an adventurous mood. I worked 69 hours last week. I spent the last 2 days in my room. And by my room, I currently mean the bathroom. I've been so exhausted that I feel I haven't been productive at all. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. When we are expending our energy and we're working really, really hard, whether it's exam revision, whether you're working job, whether you're going through something difficult in your life, it's only natural that your body is going to want to take some time to just re-energize itself, recuperate, recover, relax. I'm still crying. Secondly, I've been meaning to just leave the house for a little bit, stretch my legs, get a little bit of walking exercise in locally. But I've been way too tired to even leave the house. Having said that, I forced myself to finally get some exercise in yesterday. I had not exercised for 2 months. 2 months! I felt so good after the workout, and that reminded me how important it is for me to incorporate exercise into my daily routine. Obviously, I thought I'm working now and, you know, walking around the hospital and stuff is exercise, but it's sort of not. Personally, when I exercise, I try to lift weights and gain muscle, whereas when I'm running around the hospital and trying to do jobs and, you know, things I really enjoy, I'm very happy to do, it's not quite the same. In summary, I had a really nice time exercising for like half an hour. Obviously, I can no longer lift the sort of weights that I used to be able to, but it is a process that I'm having to sort of start from a couple of steps back. I'm aware of that and I'm okay with that. And if there's any of you guys out there who are also trying to get some exercise into your routine, haven't exercised for a while, I'm just here to let you know that it is a process and it is going to take time. It's an investment, and the initial steps of restarting exercise or just starting exercise from the beginning can be difficult. You just have to try and put in that effort, even if it's like 10 minutes exercise, even if you get like 20 squats in or whatever, it's still progress, and it's something that you'll build on over time. Nothing great usually happens overnight, unless you recently bought some cryptocurrency. Aside from feeling sorry for myself this morning, I did get up to something a little bit more on the productive side. I recently received payment for some locum shifts that I did. I worked 43 locum hours, so it's still 43 hours extra than what I already am working full time. So you can imagine that's a lot of hours and it's locum. And guess how much I was paid? Guess how much I was paid? Comment below. I'll tell you guys later on in the video how much I was paid. So keep watching. I went back and I read my emails, and basically I worked all these extra hours at a time where the hospital has been really busy. So if you didn't know, coronavirus cases in London and the UK is increasing and is at its all-time high. As you can imagine, the doctors are working very, very hard. Patients are unwell, patients need care. And whilst I'm mentioning this, I would like to remind you guys to only leave the house for absolutely essential activities. If you are coming in contact with people, please do wear your masks, socially distance where possible, stay at home when you can. I don't know if I've already said that already, maybe I'm just trying to reiterate my message. But yeah, within working so hard, I was literally going or getting to work at 8 AM in an Uber because I've had no energy to be making a 3-hour round journey every day. I'd wake up like 6:30ish to get an Uber to work, which takes like 45 to 50 minutes, and then I'd finish work around 9ish to take an Uber back home, and I have just enough time to have some puka nighttime tea and fall asleep, and just that was on repeat. So within my busy days, I submitted a few of the timesheets. I got them all signed. And for anybody wondering what timesheet is, when you're working extra hours, there's like a form to fill out, and then you get that signed by a senior doctor who basically approves to say that yeah, you were actually there working the shift. It turned out that I hadn't sent every single timesheet in, so I spent some of this morning scanning some of the timesheets, well basically all of them, and writing a really coherent email to my trust to lay out in an organized manner which shifts I work, what times, what days, hours, the agreed rate, and all of that. I'm filming this in advance in case I forget to say it later. I worked 43 locum hours and I was paid £126. Obviously that's an error and I'm responsible for that. Now I've sent in the timesheets, hopefully this will get sorted and I'll get the pay that I had thought I was gonna get. That should help cover the cost towards the work that's going on downstairs in my house. Also, look at these cuties. We also have lots of pigeons here. I really enjoy coming to this park for some light exercise. At the moment my body's too like dead to go for a run, but also I don't do cardio. This is so I can stretch my legs and get my body moving so I don't feel so sad and more sad at home. You guys know I like to keep it 100% real with you, and another thing I thought I should be honest about is the fact that I'm actually really struggling to relax today. Whenever I come for walks like this, I usually feel a bit more zen, but for some reason today I still have so many thoughts in my mind that I'm thinking about and just like struggling to make full peace with, and that's okay. That happens, as long as you have some sort of an effective coping mechanism to either package those thoughts or deal with them at a time that you're mentally ready to do so. I'm hoping that instead of just sort of ignoring and avoiding these thoughts about so many things in my mind, whilst walking, these thoughts are inevitably going to keep coming to me, and because I'm in such a nice calming environment, I should be able to sort of process those thoughts and think of solutions moving forward. And it's nice to have a different environment to think of these same things rather than being enclosed between four walls and I'm just not really making progress. Also, fortunately in my area there's loads of puppies. I'm sure you guys might have seen in a different vlog Antonio and Annabelle, who I met on one of my recent walks, so that's been really nice to walk by today. There are also some deers and some birds that I usually walk by when I come to this park, and I just miss them and I want to say hello even though they have no clue about my existence whatsoever. I came to this place for a photo walk with my mum recently that I posted on my Instagram. If you recognise it, then brownie points for you. I want to take a selfie here for my thumbnail. This is the aviary that I usually visit in order to just check on the birds. They have all sorts of birds here. They have budgies, cockatoos, doves, chickens, I don't know. I'm not too good with the names of the particular ones that are here. It's always nice to just sort of walk by them. It sometimes makes me a little bit sad when the birds look a bit miserable, but I like to think that, I don't know, looking at them makes their life better in some way. No, I'm just kidding. I like birds, and I used to have budgies as well as canaries. I guess seeing these birds just sort of reminds me of those birds that I had in a pleasant way. So within this old building that I've just come out of, there were no signs of life in there. I was the only one, and I stood quite close to the entrance, but enough to get some quiet from this road out here, but also inside enough to hear my own voice echo. You know, I was just telling you guys how I've been struggling to get some peace of mind. I think this might have solved it. It was peaceful enough. There was just something so calming in that environment that I feel I feel a million times better and more myself. Oh my gosh, this is like a magical experience or what? Oh. I feel like I'm able to breathe again, and I've been chasing this exact feeling for the last 2.5 days, and I'm really glad that I found it. I'm about to walk onto the main road now and get myself something to eat. I went with this little pistachio. I don't even know what it is. Let's see. I've got my pudding. I've also decided to put on the mask because now that I'm on the main road, I'm inevitably going to be walking into people, and I don't want people to recognize me, obviously. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it's going to be easy to maintain social distancing from other human beings, and therefore I'll put on this mask and I'll eat this pudding when I get home, where I can share it with my family. Hello, I'm here, Minute Enjoy. No? Okay. Alright, that was.
Hi everyone. Grab your tea.
Oh my gosh, what are you going to show? Welcome to my new bedroom. Before we crack on with the rest of the vlog, I would like to thank Skillshare for being kind enough to sponsor this video. If you've never heard of Skillshare before, which I'm sure you guys have by now, it is an online learning platform where millions of creative-minded people from around the world come together in order to take their skills to the next level. Skillshare has a range of courses on a number of different topics. Topics include animation, film and video, illustration, the list is endless. Therefore, you can be confident you'll find something that interests you. A course that I found really useful recently was Art Journaling for Self-Care by Amanda Lee. To me, a picture in whatever form says a million words. I feel that art journaling is a great way of visually clarifying the thoughts on my mind, and it's also a way to maintain good mental health. I've got a special offer for you guys. The first 1,000 of you to use the link in the description below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium, a place to unlock your creativity. Now let me introduce you to the lovely brioche pudding. It's sort of wet already. It looks something like this. It's got chocolate, raisins, some other jelly type thing, which I don't know what it is, but it's really nice. And I also bought a box of spinach feta cheese rolls. They're really kind and they warmed it up for me, but obviously because I didn't eat it straight away, it's all gone cold now and I'm gonna have to rewarm them. now that I'm home, I'm going to take this opportunity to help my mum out with some cooking. I'm hoping to pick up a tip or two because I'm trying to learn how to cook at the moment. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'm hoping this video was at least vaguely entertaining for you guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Mwah.